Hey everybody, welcome to a beginner's workout routine for upright Bowflexes like this. This is a Bowflex Xceed, and you can do this routine on an Xtreme or a PR3000. So if you have one of those machines, you're in the right place. But if you don't have one, please consider using the links in the description field. I get a small referral fee for those, and that supports the channel for making follow-along workouts just like this. So today's workout, we're going to be doing 24 sets on this machine here, 7 different exercises, and it's going to hit our entire upper body. We're going to do that all in 20 minutes, and to do that we're going to have to move through here pretty quickly. So one of the first things that you'll notice I've designed with this workout is everything is through this middle set of pulleys. So you can go ahead and start racking up your machine. I have my pulley position in the widest setting, and I've just got the normal handles racked up here. I'm going to wait to put on my weights though until we get through our warm-up, which we'll be doing here in just a moment. So behind me I've got this clock that's going to be counting down everything and keep us on schedule. So we're going to have a 4-minute warm-up, and then we're going to get into our routine. So our routine though, each set is going to be 25 seconds of work followed by 25 seconds of rest. And then we're just going to roll through all of our different exercises twice and take a break, and then we're going to roll through some more exercises, and then that's it. So again, all you need to do is just follow along with me. I'm going to make this as easy as possible for you. All I need from you is just your best effort as we push through this whole routine. So before we go any further, please, if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. I'll be adding more beginners routines for the Xceed and other more advanced and intermediate routines as well. And give this video a like and comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you here in the warm-up in just a second. Alright, so we're going to start our warm-up with some high knees, and we're going to do this for about 60 seconds here. And all we're trying to do is get our blood flowing and loosened up a bit here. So for high knees, just pull, just kick those knees all the way up, about as high as they'll go. Hit those arms. If you even want to throw a twist in there, you can kind of pull down as you're kicking upwards here. And all we're trying to do is get the blood flowing in our body and kind of loosened up so then we can stretch. Now our warm-ups are a really important step, because by loosening up and warming up, we're going to be able to work out a little bit harder, and we're also going to be able to stretch a little better. And stretching will help make sure we don't get hurt. It's going to help us get the most out of our routine today. All right, so we're going to go into some saucers here. So for these, imagine your nose is at the center of a spiral. And you're slowly taking that spiral out further and further until your head is spinning about as big as it'll get. And then we're going to take it the other direction and bring it in towards the middle of that spiral. All right, nice. So we're going to do kind of the same technique here with some arm circles. So you're going to begin kind of a smaller circle and stretch all the way out as wide as you go, and make some circles with your arms and slowly make them bigger and bigger until they're about as big of a circle as you can make. And now we're going to take it the other direction and bring them back in. Smaller and smaller. All right, now keep your arms outstretched here. I'm going to do some torso twist. So for these, you're just going to keep those arms outstretched and spin back and forth. Kind of keep your pelvis in place, and you're just trying to spin your upper part of your body. Stretch out your lower back. All right, so we're going to do a couple more high knees here. We're going to take it for another 30 seconds, count us down to a minute. And then we're going to do some toe taps after that. And again, we're just trying to loosen up our body so we can start doing some resistance training. Can't go in there cold. Otherwise, you're not going to get a great workout in, and you're also risking that you might hurt yourself. So, all right, so let's do some toe taps. So for these, you're going to have your feet about shoulder width apart. Reach down and touch your toes. Now you can bend your knees just a little bit. That's fine. I need to do so. You don't want to hurt yourself getting warmed up. That'd be embarrassing. So just bend your knees. We're just trying to loosen up our lower back and our core a little bit here. About 5 or 6 more seconds here, a couple more toe taps. All right, now we're gonna do some arm pulls. So for these, you're gonna grab one arm and pull it across your body. And alternatively, if you prefer, you can do elbow pulls, pull them above your head here. And we're just stretching out our triceps. And now we're gonna switch arms. Stretch that out. I like to pat myself on the back with these, or you can pull it across your body. And once this, so now we have 1 minute and 15 seconds here to get our machine all racked up. So for that, I'm gonna start applying my weights here. I've already got my machine in the wide position here, which is where we're gonna wanna start. So this routine is all designed to be one weight setting the entire time. Now for a beginner, I'm gonna recommend that you start out with 30 pounds of power rods. Depending though, you know, if you're a little bit further along or a little bit more advanced, you can go 30 pounds, or you can go 50 pounds, or maybe even 80 pounds, which is what I'll be doing here today. So I'm just racking up my machine. And so now my, my pulleys are stretching and my power rods are working here. And so when this timer hits 0, that is when you're going to be joining me, and that's when we start the 25 intervals here. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you my first set here. Oh, the other thing too, you're going to want your seat positioned on this machine. I've got mine in the second most down position. You can raise it or whatever based on your height. And so I'm going to have my handles here. I'm going to grab both my handles, face the tower, and then I like putting one leg up on the machine, and then I'm going to just pull these handles back towards my chest and shoulders. And as you do that, you're just kind of giving it a nice squeeze. So you're just pulling the weights nice and smoothly back all the way to your body. And if that's too much resistance, you can get a little closer to the machine and that'll make it easier. For more resistance, go back further. All right, so one key thing is with weightlifting, you don't want to necessarily go as fast as you can. You want to stay in control and take it kind of, make it nice and smooth. So we're going to do another set just like that. Now I'm going to put my other foot up here. And again, I'm going to be just pulling the weights back. All right, now everybody join me. I'm just pulling these handles right back to my chest in a nice controlled fashion. And you should feel a nice kind of squeeze in your shoulder blades as you pull this weight back. Just stay nice and controlled. All right, and that is our first exercise. So we're going to move on to our next exercise, which is a bicep curl. And for this is really going to hit kind of the upper part of your bicep up here. And we're just going to grab these handles, and then I like having my knees kind of touching the front of this bench and then just pulling these handles in towards me. And you could even slide back a bit further. You're just curling the weight in towards you. So you want to keep your elbow kind of fixed, and then you're just moving the handle around your elbow up towards your chest. So again, you want to stay in control with this as well. So don't swing your back. Stand up nice and tall as you're curling that weight in towards you. So some people, when doing bicep curls, especially with free weights, they put their back into it and stuff. You want to keep your back just straight the entire time. Now you can lean back a bit, but don't be rocking back and forth. What you want to do is just keep your back fixed the entire time. And here we're going right into another set of curls here. Now, a lot of people ask, when should I be breathing as I lift weights? And for the Bowflex, this is really simple. It's when the power rods are bending is when you should be exhaling. So as I curl the weight towards me, that's when I exhale. It's whether you're doing a chest press or a curl or a push motion. So whenever the rods are bending, that's when you're exhaling. So speaking of chest press, that is going to be our next lift. So all you have to do here is you're going to sit down on your machine and grab these handles, and then you're just going to press them together in front of you, just like this. Now, you don't need to have them touch. You can have them kind of go out in front of your shoulders as well. Both of these modes work. And you'll notice for me, I have the handles over my my hands. That's how you should be doing them. And what I mean by that is there's some positions where you want your hands over the handles like this. So if, let's say I was pressing downward like this, I'd want my hands like that. But we're doing chest press here, and we're doing another set in 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're just pressing that weight out right in front of us. And again, you're going to be exhaling as those rods are bending. All right, so now would be a good time if your weight setting is too heavy or too light for you. Now would be a good time to switch things up here. And we're going to go into some chest fly. So for a chest fly, you're going to stay seated on the machine just like this. And this time, instead of pressing the weight out in front of you, you are going to have your arms outstretched and then bring the two handles together in front of you. So I like to think my handles kind of are making like a half circle here as I bring them together, as they're outstretched wide and then tapping together. All right. Whew. Hope we're all doing well. We are 7 sets into this workout, and this goes by fast. So keep it up, keep with me here as we go into another set of chest fly coming up here in 5 seconds. All right, let's go, everybody. This is set number 8 right here. This will be a 1/3 of the way through your routine today. Stay in control. Keep it nice and smooth. All right. So for our next set here, we're going to be doing a 1-arm tricep extension. And for that, we're going to go from the most outer pulley position to the most inner position here. So all you have to do is open this up, slide it in. And now what we're going to do is grab our handle, and then I got my left hand on the left handle, and then I'm going to kick back this handle here just like this. So again, I've got my handle kind of tracing the outline of a circle with my elbow in the middle. So if you joined me a little late on this set, that's okay. Stick with me for a couple extra seconds. All right, so that's the 1-armed tricep extension, and now we're just going to switch to the other arm. So I've got kind of my forearm up against the machine here, and I'm leaning forward. Then I'm going to bring my elbow back, and then I'm going to just flare out this handle. Now these are tough. I want you to stay in control. And if you're struggling, focus on your breathing. You know, you're exhaling as you're pressing the weight away. All right, good work. So our next move here is going to be the cross back fly. So this one is a little different. I'm going to grab the opposite handle for my arm. So I'm going to end up crossing over these pulleys right in front of me, and I'm going to pull the weights up towards my shoulder. And I'm just facing the machine here like this. And we're going to do this for 25 seconds. Let's go, everybody. So we are moving from one lift to another pretty quickly here. And so I really like how quickly you can move from one lift to another on the Bowflex. It kind of creates this strength building cardio type of routine, actually, as you just fly from one lift to another to another. And that's how I have most of the videos on the channel are just like that. So we're going to do another set of our back cross fly here. So again, opposite handle, grab those, and then you're going to pull them up towards your shoulders. And this one you should feel a nice squeeze in your back here. You're exhaling as you're pulling the weight in towards you. All right, good work, good work. Next, we are going to move to a torso twist here. So for this, I'm sort of facing the machine a bit here, and I'm going to grab the handle, and then I'm going to be pulling this weight kind of across my body. So I focus on just something across the room here as I twist. And so you're really kind of pulling this weight a little bit up and over across your body. And you really want to try to get your core with this motion here. And to do that, you want to make sure you're not twisting your pelvis here as you spin or twist. And now I might just switch sides and you'll get another angle of this lift here. So again, I'm going to focus on kind of keeping my pelvis locked in place here. And I also don't want to be using my shoulders or my arms to do this. You really want to focus on trying to make the twist happen in your midsection. So I like, again, kind of keeping my eyes focused on something across the room from me. And then I like to just pull that weight so it's right in my eye line of sight here. You know, as I do these, it's kind of a similar sensation as if like you're holding your breath or something. That's kind of the feeling you get in your core. But so we are at our break time here. And so during break time, let's grab a drink of water here. And you're gonna have another minute after this to kind of loosen up and, you know, rest up a bit, drink some water. And then we're gonna get into our last few lifts. So we are 14 lifts in. So we got 14 by doing 7 different sets or 7 different exercises, 2 times each. Now on the second part of the lift, we're going to do 10 different we're going to do 10 sets. So some of those exercises we'll do once, some we'll do twice. Should be pretty easy to follow along. We do need to move our weight setting back to our widest pulley position though. And that's all you got to do during break time is just bring our weights back to the wide position and then get ready for me as we go right into round 2 here. And we're going to start things off again with some standing rows. So, you know, these 7 lifts, we just did these in the first half and we're just going to run them right back. So foot on the bench here, and then we're going to be pulling this weight back to our chest or our shoulders. And so with this lift here, there's 2 different grips you can do. This is called here just the natural grip. Another grip, and I want everybody to switch to this grip, is the hammer grip. So turn your hands 90 degrees, and then you're going to pull the weight back. And they call it the hammer grip because this is kind of how you would hold a hammer, right? If you're hammering nails into the wall. All right, so we're gonna do another set of our standing row here. I'm gonna switch legs. And I'm gonna do the hammer grip the whole time. So again, got those handles. Got my leg outstretched because I'm going maximum resistance here. And everybody's joining me here in 5 seconds. Let's go, everybody. Stay in control. Five more seconds. All right, so our next lift, you can just keep holding onto these handles if you want. We're just going to slide up a little bit, face the tower, and then we're going to move into some bicep curls. So you can have your knees resting on the bench or a bit further back, whatever works for you. And we're just going to curl this weight back towards our chest. Keep your back straight. You can lean back, but just don't rock your back. Let's focus on our form. You should be feeling it all in your biceps, really nowhere else. All right. So now we're going to sit down and we're going to do some chest press and then chest fly. So again, you're sitting down, you got your handles all nice and wide here. And then we're going to be just bringing our hands, pressing kind of straight out. So again, you can either press the handles together or kind of end them at your shoulder height or shoulder width. You got 10 more seconds here. Let's go, everybody. All right, so we got some chest flies up next. So for our chest fly, we're going to have our arms outstretched wide, and then we're making that half circle motion as we bring our handles together, and then softly tap them in front of you. I say softly because we want to just stay in control. You're not trying to go as fast as possible. All right. You guys are in the home stretch here. We got 5 more lifts, and what we have to do is again bring our handles into the most narrow position, and then we're going to go into our one arm tricep extension. So I got one knee on the bench, kind of got my forearm on the bench, my elbow is back, and now I'm going to just flare out or kick back these handles. So again, I got my elbow kind of the middle of a circle, and then I'm tracing maybe a quarter circle here as I kick back that elbow, or kick back the handle. All right, over to our right hand here. We got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go, everybody. You were so close to finishing. You got 4 sets counting this one. All right, that was our hardest set that was left. And now we are going to move into some cross back flies. So for this, you're going to grab the opposite handle. So your cables are going to cross over in front of you, face the tower, and then you're just going to pull those handles up towards your shoulders. Here we go, 25 seconds. Feel that squeeze in your shoulder blades. And you can take it to a hammer grip here if you want. All right, we got 2 more sets left. We got our torso twist. So again, torso twist, you're going to be kind of half facing the machine here. Grab the handle closest to you, and then I'm going to be looking almost in line with my leg here as I pull the weight across my body. Again, you want to keep your pelvis just locked in place here. You're not pulling with your arms. You want to be twisting in your midsection. All right, we got our final set left of our beginner routine here. So I want to remind everybody, if you're watching this video and it's not May 2022, there's going to be more beginner videos out there for this machine, so please check those out. You want to vary your routines here. Now let's go in our last set of torso twist. If you just do the same workout every single time, your body is going to get good at performing that workout, and it's not going to build muscle as fast or burn as many calories. So you really got to keep your body guessing. 5 more seconds. Whew. All right. Way to go, everybody. Last thing before we call it a day, we need to make sure we remove our power rods from tension. Now, this is a really important step because if you don't remove them from tension, the power rods are just going to get weaker over time. And so you want your power rods to stay strong just like you. So we're going to remove them from tension. And then I also have a bungee cord here, and I like wrapping mine up when I'm done. And that's going to help keep them staying in, like standing in an upright position here, which will then help them keep their tension. Now, of course, I'm having a little trouble here because I'm on camera, but here we go. And so that's going to help keep your power rod strong just like you. So thank you everybody again for watching. Now, if you made it through this workout and this was your first workout on the channel, please comment below. Tell me what you thought of it. Give me your feedback, and just let me know you finished because I'm proud of you. So thank you again for watching, and be good to yourself and be good to others.